Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I will be talking about New Zealand full scholarship for international students. This is actually one of the topics that right from the day one I started this my channel, that a lot of you were keen to have me talk about it, but I was really reluctant to discuss it then because I started this channel at the peak of COVID-19 pandemic and New Zealand shut her border, and this scholarship body put restrictions around their area of coverage to align with the border closure. So as New Zealand starts to open her border again in stages, this scholarship body started to incorporate most of the countries that we are restricted from this scholarship because of the border closure. So guys, and you guys again pointed it in the priority list we did in our last blog or last two blogs that you guys are keen to have me talk about New Zealand full scholarship for international students. So here we are guys. So just be patient till the end of this video. Why I still feel is not really the right time to talk about this, but it's the right time somehow, because any information you are getting from this video today, you might not really use it right away, because as you guys know, New Zealand is still opening her border in stages, and most of these scholarship bodies are following that. Just check the comment section below, where I'll be sharing the link of this scholarship body. You will notice that most of them are still only taking students within the Pacific and would gradually extend to the other student probably by next year. Even one of them stated in their website that for scholars that they offer scholarship this year, that they can only start by first semester 2023. So it's just for you to play around the links and know what is needed and get ready. I think probably from next year, not this year, sorry guys, for most of them. So before I get started again, just a way disclaimer, you guys know I'm not an expert, but what I do is to dish out overwhelming information based on situational reports, my experience, and from my way researches here and there. I put things together to ensure that you get that information that would enable you take opportunity and maximize your potential and be happy, which is my main goal. So just a wee introduction again, I'm simply Julia Chinelo, your out and about lady here in New Zealand, anytime, any day. And if you are my returning subscriber, you know how we do it, right guys? You hit on that thumb up button and that uplifts my spirit. Give us some beautiful comments, and if you are just stopping by, if New Zealand sounds like a place, sounds like it for you, do not snap out without hitting on that subscription button. Or if you just like me, subscribe. So we will just get started with the topic of the day. Full-time New Zealand scholarship for international students. There are actually two major ones, and they are the ones I'll be talking about today. The number one is Manaki New Zealand Scholarship, which is formerly known as NZ Ed. This would I say is the most predominant one. I've seen a lot of people that used it and a lot of people on it actually. So I would discuss it extensively, the advantage, disadvantages, the countries, continents it covers, and everything about it. And also, as usual, the link will be in the comment section for you to explore this type of scholarship. Manaki New Zealand Scholarship, there are about 4 of them, but we'll be concentrating on the number one, which is scholarship for undergraduate and postgraduate students. The second one is short-term training scholarship for Pacific and Timor-Leste citizens, and the another one is short-term training also for for citizens of Southeast Asia and Timor Leste citizens as well. And also the fourth one is an English language short-term training for officials from Asia and African continent. But just like I said, we are concentrating on the number one, which is full-time scholarship for postgraduate and undergraduate students. So let's get started. What is this Manaki New Zealand Scholarship all about, or NZ, just as it is formally called? This scholarship covers a whole lot, not just your full school fees. It covers your flight expenses to and fro. You're coming over to New Zealand to study, and after your studies, I know you'll be asking to and fro, why must you go back? Just stay to the end, you'll find out why it is so. And not just your school fees and your flight fare, it also offers you stipend fee weekly, which is 491 New Zealand dollars weekly, and on arrival it offers a one-off 3,000 New Zealand dollars, which they tagged settlement fee, which will enable you get an accommodation, study material and textbook. And also they are open to your having one or two trips back home, depending on the length of your study, if it is PhD and all that. And on return from such trip, you can be offered a 1,000 New Zealand dollars tagged reintegration fee. And if you have spouse and kids, they can join you while you study here in New Zealand. They can live with you, and also your spouse can get New Zealand open work visa and work for any employer that accepts your spouse. And if your spouse have up to 2 years New Zealand work visa, your spouse and your kids can be enrolled into New Zealand healthcare system and access New Zealand healthcare system at the same rate with the locals. And also if you have kids, your kids will be able to access New Zealand kindergarten, primary, secondary school at the same rate with the locals. They can have 20 hours free in the kindergarten and all of that. So let's go to this advantage of this scholarship. Just as you guys know, when somebody pays you to do something, you work in accordance with what the person wants. So for most of this scholarship, especially for those of you that are looking forward to doing your PhD, if you're offered this scholarship, there's just a most likelihood that you do a course that is among the scope of what they want you to study. They have courses that they kind of fund. So, and the whole essence of this funding is to empower you so that you can go back home and empower people in your country. So, and that will bring us to the second disadvantage of this scholarship, which is that you must return home at the end of your study. The whole essence of this is not to defeat the main reason why the scholarship was issued to you in the first place, which is to go home and empower people in your country with what you have learned while you studied here in New Zealand. And the minimum year you are to spend in your country imparting people with the knowledge you've got should be 2 years. So that is the major turn down of this scholarship. If you're just looking forward to migrate, study, then settle in New Zealand without going back home, this is a big no, because you must have to live and spend minimum of 2 years in your country imparting this knowledge. So let's go to the second scholarship I'll be talking about today. The second scholarship I'll be talking about today, I will target individual university scholarships for the 8 New Zealand universities, and also some institutions offer scholarships as well. Just a way reference again, if you've not watched the video I did on introduction to New Zealand universities, I will be attaching the link as well. This would allow you to get acquainted with the 8 universities in New Zealand, their areas of specialties or their major. For example, we all know Otago is known for health science courses, nursing, pharmacy, medicine, and Lincoln is a land-based university known for agriculture and that sort of thing. So that's what watching that video will help you to tailor down your search, so that if you are an engineer and you want to search for engineering related scholarship, you'll be, oh, I need to go to this university website to search for that. So endeavor to watch that video I did on introduction to 8 New Zealand universities. That will help you tailor down your search. So join me, guys, as I would walk through University of Canterbury website and explore the different scholarship options they have for you guys, and we'll also do that for Auckland University. Why I will leave after having that guide, a wee guide, and walk through with you guys with these 2 universities I have named. I expect you to be able to do that of Otago, Lincoln, Mercy, Victoria, and other universities, depending the one of interest to you. Let's have a look at University of Canterbury Scholarship, guys. So if you come to the university website, this is what it looks like. Then you would see the section for scholarship. So when you click on it, you will see variety of stuff. You will see like apply for scholarship, you will see scholarship categories. Then you click here to see the type of scholarship they've got. You can see all of this. You see Haranga Scholarship, you see Accelerator Scholarship, Takiri, School Leaver Scholarship. All of these are scholarships. So you go through it to see the one that best suits you and the one that is full scholarship, and also to see the one that aligned with your intended course of study. Then you make that head start by trying your luck. These are one of the universities that offer scholarship that are destined to universities and certain courses that they want to research on and stuff like that. So you just play around these and have a look, and if there's any course that they are studying, any course that they are funding that is of interest to you, you give it a start. So that's how people get scholarship in New Zealand. Like you can see this one that said scholarship for international students, and you open this one by one. Let's open this one to see what it says. Okay, these are the ones for young school leavers who had NCEA level 2, who have excellence endorsement. So these are practically for young school leaver. I think it should be mostly people in New Zealand here. So we'll go to this one. So it says go Watanhurst, Canterbury. So it says it has got about 50 students to experience. So I haven't seen Visa South Island before, so it has this is a testimony from students. So this is how it works. So, and this scholarship provide 5,000 scholarship award, accommodation cost with. These are what it covers. So this is how you can play around different university scholarship and find the one that suits the course you want to study, and you don't give up. You keep applying, and ones might not give you scholarship, so you keep applying, playing around with several university website, and someday, pretty soon, something will come through for you. So we will just go to another university. Maybe we'll try, University of Auckland Scholarship. So you just scroll down again like we did in the first time. You'll see search for scholarships and award. You will see Energy Education Trust Master Scholarship. This one is scholarship program, people that want to study around energy. You will see Energy Education Trust Undergraduate and Honor Scholarship. All this, if it's of interest to you and if it is in your major or your line of study, you're open to read. See types of scholarship if you are still trying to figure out what kind and type of scholarship they've got. And here you can see doctorate, research, and travel scholarship. Let's open this one. Yeah, it's a doctorate, research, and travel scholarship. I think this will favor more of international students that are looking at coming here to study. PhD scholarship in understanding sympathomimetic triggering of inherent cardiac arrhythmia, clinical and cellular studies. I think this is more of a clinical kind of scholarship, so you see how much they've got. Application are invited from high achieving and motivated students interested in clinical and cellular, cardiovascular, neurocardiac research. The scholarship provides fortnightly stipend, compulsory domestic tuition fee plus 10,000 research expenses, up to a total of 47,000 per annum. So this is a total of what they'll give you per annum. And trust me, most people that work here at about medium wage, not even minimum wage, earners here, this should be about what they earn annually, and you're just getting this annually to study. Trust me, you're studying as a VIP, and you've seen the link. If you're a clinical person and this sounds like what you've seen, the website where you can flip an email to declare your interest and things like that. So guys, there were the extent scholarship by different New Zealand universities and institutions. So New Zealand do have scholarship for international students. All you need to do is to familiarize yourself with the New Zealand universities. I've said this earlier on. I've got a blog I did about introduction to New Zealand universities. I will be attaching the link. Watch it and know the 8 New Zealand universities. Also watch the one of the institutions if you're interested in the institutions. The institutions do offer scholarships as well. So if you're financially constrained, you keep trying your luck, and if that works out for you, then you start your dream. The whole essence of this is ensuring that everybody utilizes the information here at his or her disposal and maximize his or her life. I want everyone happy. If you're not happy where you are, migrate to a country that will give you the opportunity and be happy. This life is just once you've got, so live it to the fullest, guys. You see your goal, Judah Chinelo, and see you guys in my next video.